live. Okay.
You know, Shira once created a Twitter account for me called ADD Bruh. And the tagline was, "I've got ADD, bruh."
Wow, she created that for you. What a gift.
It's still out there. She would just post random things that I said. Would you like to see it?
Yeah, let's see it. Have you've seen the show Summer House?
No.
You know what I'm talking about? It's some Bravo reality show. And a guy who's been on it, I think since the beginning, went to our high school.
Oh, really?
He's younger than us. I think he was a freshman when we were seniors. And his name's Carl Radke. I don't know if he had any brothers.
St. Clair?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm thinking of someone different. Sorry. I'm paying
Anyway.
attention to you. Carl Radke.
So if he was
on, Summer Lovin', he went to St. Clair.
Summer
House Lovin'. Got it.
Here's my point of telling you this story. Because he was a freshman when we were seniors.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the few celebrities. I didn't know. I had no idea who Carl Radke was, right? But this is one of the few celebrities who knows who I am. And I don't know who they are.
So how does they?
I didn't know who he was, but he knew who I was. I bet.
How does he know who you are?
Because you and I were all over the Channel 7.
Oh. Yeah, I like that. I like that angle.
Pretty big profile in our teens.
Do we have any celebrities? Oh, we have one.
Sean Casey.
Nah, but he wasn't there with us. I'm saying that was like in the school at the same time as us.
Can you think of?
Yeah, one big one. I wouldn't say household name, but like
Leanne Ford.
Close. Leanne Ford's a household name.
Are you not aware of this?
Different people. No, fill me in.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, catch me up. What's she doing? She's a celeb?
At one point, she was like the face of Crate and Barrel. She had her own TV show.
What? How did I miss this? The face of Crate and Barrel, huh?
Crate and Barrel.
Yeah. Familiar. Love their stuff.
Let me show you this. It's pretty impressive, actually. Not pretty, it is.
Impressive to be the face of Crate and Barrel. But the person I'm thinking of is bigger than this.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, let's go by Twitter followers then. I'll look up mine. You look up yours.
Someone who was there when we were there. Oh, Anthony Jeselnik.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what, man? Yeah, you're probably right.
He's pretty big.
I think she's a solid second place. She had her own TV show.
But what is her so she did a reality show. She's not an actor. Got it. Okay.
She's an interior decorator.
Gotcha.
And I guess that's her brother. And they had like a show where one episode they'd go in and do a house.
That's really cool.
But at the same time, she was
like, she either has a Wikipedia page or she's not.
Look, dude.
So let's see it.
She has her own collection.
Dude, if I would have stumbled upon this one day on my own while shopping for furniture at Crate and Barrel, I'd have been like, wait a second, is this they're really targeting these ads?
Yeah.
They really want me to feel like they know me.
Like that's pretty cool, right? I mean, that's a big deal. Got your own line of tables
cool stuff too. Yeah.
Accoutrements. glasses, plates.
That's cool. I like the vibe. That couch,
like
that tufted couch in the bottom left is really cool. Sofa at the bottom.
This one.
Yeah.
It's one of those couches that it looks great, and I would never want to sit on it or lay on it.
Yeah, you got to have the right kind of room for that. You know, you can't
have
just
a
put that
sitting room.
anywhere. Yeah.
There's no TV in this room.
Actually sits in. Right.
There's no TV in the room this sits in.
Right.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Tell you what, we have a swivel chair. It's one of the more comfortable chairs that we own. It's better than the Eames chair. I'm tired of the Eames chair.
Waiting. Okay, so let's talk turkey. I'm ready to take it off your hands. Yeah.
Neither of us wants to sit.
Tell it to me that, assuming they don't appreciate, yes, I'm in the market. Tell me why you're tired of it though, so that
it's just not that comfortable, man. It's the position is great, but for me, like the arms are too low. Like I want some arm support. I got none, so I'm just like, let me get rid of this.
You think it's your body thing?
I did until we had an argument about who has to sit in it.
Oh, got it. Right.
I'm like, that's it.
Think about it. Name your price. I mean, it was what, 10 retail? I
don't think it was that much.
But if you got the tall version with oiled palisander and pebbled full grain leather, it's 10 now.
Okay, great. It's going to be even more tomorrow.
Yeah.
Import duties.
That's right.
Did you hear about that import duty thing?
Yeah. I just like seeing everyone go crazy about it. And like, I don't know. No one knows what's going to happen, but everyone feels like they know exactly what's going to happen. And they can't understand why no one else understands that they understand what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen?
No, but I will say this. Companies love an excuse to raise prices. And once they're up, they never come back down. They just do more sales.
That I agree with completely. Like it's like gas. Once you get up above a certain threshold, doesn't matter what the price of a barrel of crude oil is, it's not going back down.
Yeah, that's not true.
Gas
is probably the most volatile commodity that we have. Oil.
Volatile, yes.
Bad.
Once we crossed $1, never went back under. Once we crossed $2, never went back under. $3,
that's not true.
Yeah. When did you see gas for less than $2 a gallon?
I feel like when we were in high school, gas went down to below $1.
It was, but I don't think it was above that beforehand. Yeah, I remember the first time I filled up, it was like 75 cents a gallon. God damn.
I know. I don't know. That'd be a pretty intensive search, but I'm going to do that later today.
Gas prices over time? That's easy.
Gas prices in zip code 15, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like $1.25, and then it went down to like 90 something cents at one point, and it went back up like a short time. I understand what you're saying, but generally the price of gas can fluctuate wildly. It can versus any other thing.
It can, but I'm telling you that like it's for the same reason that you're saying. Once companies get a taste of what the revenue looks like at a certain price, they don't have the ability or self-control or incentive to drop them back down. And prices are already record high because of the inflation in general. And I don't know about you, but I haven't gotten a cost of living raise in quite some time. I haven't gotten a raise I can't even remember when.
I got raises, but 2% doesn't do much. COLA, cost of living adjustment. I closed my first deal this week.
So you got it?
Yeah, Tuesday morning.
Oh yeah. Tell me about it.
I kept the same date on the document. So however they want to deal with it, they can deal with it. Money's out the door.
How does it feel?
Frustrating.
Okay.
I mean, I'm happy that it's done, but I'm not like pumped that it's done.
Tell me why.
I other than the external counsel, the law firm we hired to do the work and do the documents, because we don't
Yeah.
have any attorneys on staff,
Yeah, you told me that, so you got to outsource it.
which is fine.
Yeah.
I got no help at all. I mean, the people were supportive, right? Like they were.
But you didn't have like a reliable deal team
bounce.
that you could.
I could bounce questions off of people, and they were helpful always. But I never, I didn't have a single person to help write anything. I did the site visits myself. I ordered appraisals, reviews. I ordered this and that. Like, the guy. There's someone who actually had to send the wire, and he was helpful. But I had to manage him. Meanwhile, there's all these other teams at the bank that have people that do the memos and people that go out and find the deals, and then people who do this and that. And like everyone's got all this support. And I'm pretty sure that if you count my deal having closed in the first quarter, which technically it went out on the first, but
Q1 deals,
it was twice as much. It was twice as much as an entire team of people produced year to date at the bank.
So you think that might be some like, is that, are you going to be able to use that to get more resources? To say like, hey, look, you got a bunch of people over here not making money. Crazy idea. Hear me out. What if we shift?
Yeah. I've been having that conversation for over a month. And this wasn't the right time. It's not. And I was there on Monday trying to get it done. It didn't get done. And then Tuesday morning, I took the rest of the week off as soon as the wire was out.
Nice.
But before I left, I told my boss, like, listen, we've been talking about this. It's time for it to happen. I need help, or else I'm tapped. I'm burnt out. I'm rowing. I've been rowing really hard for 6 months.
You took the week off because like it almost killed you to bring the deal in.
It didn't kill me, but I'm just tired, man.
Yeah. Like you were
it's been 6 months without a day off.
Yeah. Oof.
In a frustrating environment. And so I'm glad it got done. And that literally on Monday, I pulled up another, I don't know, 75 million into the pipeline that would triple my goal for the year, pretty much. It's like,
so,
okay.
Put that in context. 75 million, is that bigger than the deal you just closed?
Yeah, the one I closed was 10.
Oh wow. So yeah.
Goal is 30.
Okay.
So
a good
two
pace,
more.
Get one per quarter, you'll blow your goal out.
I can't but now I have to manage them too, right? So I'm like the inside sales guy too. And that just doesn't work.
Well,
so
I mean, I will say that there's two sales processes that, there's the one with the prospect or the customer, and then there's the one that you run within the company to fight for resources and make sure you're communicating and keeping everyone updated and aligned. I can't imagine doing that with outside counsel, number one. I guess I could, but it would be a lot harder. And not having a deal team. I mean, the hardest thing about this is that like you can't just do it in here, right? Like it's hard to, I don't know. I think that a team's worth of judgment is better than one person's burnt out judgment. Do you think they're going to play ball?
I don't know. We'll see. I think so.
Yeah.
There's still some stuff here at play that I'm not going to get into in the public forum.
That's why they brought you in, though. Remind them of that.
That's right. That's right.
Brought me here to do this. I'm telling you, this is what it needs to.
I just proved
make it happen.
Yeah. By the way, so and again, I'm going to let my ego breathe here. not
Dude,
just
let it
in,
out,
in
man.
this
This is
form,
this is a
in this
safe
form,
place.
but at work. I replaced 2 people. They had 2 deals. Now I'm 1 person and I have 4. So the math, there's just no way you can justify not
Yeah, you're doing
giving me
better.
whatever and I fucking did it by myself. Like, this is a brand new relationship. No one, there's the community banking. There's so many referrals. Oh, my stepdad brought this deal. Like, I'm telling you,
Roll
I got a
dice.
referral from my stepdad who's big into local real estate. And so here's a new guy. It's so stupid. This is not
Some
any of
people
those. Like, it's
some
a brand
people
new relationship.
fucking make a career on that, on the
I work with them
relationship
all,
part of it. Yeah.
and that's why they've
Yeah.
only
I mean,
brought in 5 million in the first quarter.
one of the guys who finished ahead of me last year, which really grinds my gears because there were only 2 of them, and is I think he's putting it on. He's like a buffoon, but he's a relationship guy, big time. Like, his dad was some big wig in finance and has a huge Rolodex, and he just, like, I don't think he could even tell you what our product does. But year after year, he's one of the top reps. It's frustrating. Not the way I do it. Now, here's the tough lesson that I hope you don't have to learn right now, but that I've learned before in similar circumstances. These knuckleheads that we work for tend not to learn from success.
Right.
They tend to learn from the deal slipping. The
Yeah.
risk there is that you don't know what the learning might be, because 9 times out of 10, it's Rich can't get the job done. They bring in another guy. Oh, you know what? Maybe one person isn't the right move here. Maybe we need a team. But you got it done. And now they're like, well, Rich can do it all.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've listened. It's, again, I don't want to get into the dynamics here.
Yeah, I got you.
But
it's tough. Doing incredible things at work should only be good. Right?
I saw who's the old guy from Google, Eric, can't remember his name, the old CEO. Eric something, some white guy.
Schmidt.
Kind of looks like, yes, Eric Schmidt. He looks like normal white guy CEO, right?
Yeah.
He was talking
I always think about, like, the guys on the Just for Men box. Corporate executives. You know?
Yeah. Spirit of Halloween costume. Corporate executive.
Yeah.
What they look like. He made this point about their divas in the workplace. And he's like, here's the thing. You got to hire divas. And divas are a pain in the ass. And they are difficult to work with. They know they're better. They think they're better than the team. And their performance backs it up.
Which of these things doesn't belong? DJ Khaled in the middle.
DJ Khaled. Good for DJ Khaled.
Yeah. So I like that. I think there's some wisdom in that, right?
Yeah, he says it, and it's in his book, and it reads better than what I just said. But
yeah, but, like, hey, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, Antonio Brown,
every one, George Pickens. What are those guys doing?
Pickens, who's more talented, George Pickens or someone like, I'm going to try not to reach too much, Hines Ward?
George Pickens.
That's a tough comparison.
Yeah.
Hines Ward played like 5 positions his senior year at Georgia. So I don't know. That's kind of hard.
Super talented, but yeah, as far as wide receiver, like, George Pickens has already made catches that I've never seen anyone on the Steelers make.
Who's more talented wide receiver, George Pickens or Antonio Brown?
George Pickens.
I agree with you.
And then think about that. Who's been throwing him the football for 3 years? Kenny Pickett for 2 of them, and then a Russell Wilson, Justin Fields hybrid.
Special.
Mason Rudolph
What,
for a couple games.
Well, Mason's back. You see,
He's
they
back.
signed him.
He's gonna be the starter.
Why He's going to be the starter?
Sure.
Yeah.
Fine.
Why not? Indeed. The Pittsburgh Steelers 2025 quarterback motto. Why not? What do you think of Aaron Rodgers?
I've talked about diva. Jesus.
Yeah.
But now he's 40, and it's not the results aren't exactly matching the headache. I will say this. If they get him, hopefully it'll blow. How great would it be to be sitting here next year? And I just thought of this. It's not like I've been dreaming of this scenario. And the Steelers have like the 4th pick in the NFL draft.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We've never experienced that.
And isn't it in Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Next year?
We should go.
Or is it this year? I thought about that.
Not this year. That's
do a
about
man
to
on
happen. Yeah.
2026. The man on the street interviews.
I'm in.
With
there's going to be thousands of content creators there, but I'm in. I am definitely in.
Yeah. There's only one.
I think it'd be a cool thing to see anyway, because it's a ridiculous thing to attend in person. It is
it's so absurd too.
And what is I just don't get it. I used to like it when the draft was televised on like a Saturday afternoon in April, or is it in May? When is the draft?
I think I don't know. It's usually like right after the Masters. I feel like they don't do it until the Masters is over. Because they're like marketing
Masters
geniuses.
Is over. Saturday afternoon. They don't cut to commercials. You're watching the draft.
Oh, they have commercials
on the couch.
There's nothing
the way it used to be.
There's nothing but time.
When they would just air like 7 hours of draft, and you'd be on your 4th team of analysts in round 5.
Dude, because that happened, like the peak. I totally agree. The peak NFL draft viewing experience was right after. We were in the perfect age. We were like 23 years old, and they would. I was like they had it dialed down. Now they actually had the people. They had the teams, right? They had multiple teams and analysts. They had Todd McShay and what's his name? Mel Kiper. They had both of them, right? And they had going to reporters and stuff, and Chris Berman. And you're right. The
Tom Jackson.
Saturday, it started at noon and it ended after dinner. The first round ended after dinner.
Yeah, well, the first round, I thought when we were that age, were they televising the first round primetime yet? Oh, no, that didn't start till later.
No.
The first round?
When we were that age, they were still doing it at Radio City.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like some they didn't have like a house band.
No, there was there were like 5 fans per team. Right.
Right.
Like
they were mostly
5
like
dudes wearing Jets jerseys.
Fans.
Yeah, right. Okay. So
because it was in New York. No one traveled to it.
Did they have the combine on? But the combine footage was better then too, because it wasn't like in the pop culture yet.
It wasn't a scene.
It wasn't a scene.
It wasn't an event for fans.
ESPN 8 the Ocho.
It was quiet. They used to when they first started showing the combine, it always stuck out to me how quiet it was. There was no cheering, maybe a couple claps in the background from like
there'd be one coach in row 25, section 125, row QQ with a clipboard. Yeah, stopwatch.
Timing the 40.
Hand timed.
You use this instead of the one they feed you.
Yeah.
Those were the days. The second manliest day of the year in that like 2005 area was the first day of the NFL draft. It was like 11 hours. What was that?
What was the first manliest day?
The second day of the NFL draft. If you were there watching from 11 a.m., watching rounds 4 through 7.
Yeah.
On Sunday. number one, you definitely watched all day Saturday. And two, that is a full weekend of watching people's names be read off by
Right.
the commissioner.
Right.
But now you're right. Now it's like
And they bring in a guest to call every pick, and it's a big
there's a
deal.
band.
The Steelers
It's like
released
a cover band.
Franco Harris will. Well, I guess not Franco Harris. Bad example. Mean Joe Green will be announcing their second, third round compensatory pick this year. Press release.
Franco Harris. No, I mean Dermontti Dawson. No, I mean Mike Webster. I mean
Justin Strelzik.
That'd be a good exercise. The name, like, who has the best dead player NFL team of all time?
Like, well, you mean dead before their time?
Dead.
Or just dead. Period.
Dead. Period.
So dead. Like Y.A. Tittle's on the board.
The all dead Steelers all time team.
I mean, Mike. I mean, you could probably do like the all CTE team, like all dead.
Well,
CTE
that's mostly
team
what they all die from. But let's just assume it's the same thing.
Well, but you got Bart Starr and Y.A. Tittle, who died of natural causes as old men. I'm talking.
Those guys died of like tractor accidents in there.
Aaron Hernandez at tight end, Junior Seau middle linebacker. That's actually the all suicide team. That's getting dark. It is. Those three.
Maybe this Craig Wolfley.
He's dead?
He's dead.
Really?
I think
he lived by me. Yeah. He lived
Jacoby
on
Jones
Robson.
played for the Steelers?
Who?
Jacoby Jones.
I don't even know who that is.
He played for the Ravens. He was like a kick return guy. Anyway.
The one that Tomlin almost tripped?
I don't know. Maybe that's because he played for the Steelers and went to the Ravens. Who else? Who else is on the all dead NFL team? Antonio Brown will get a spot when it's his time. Assuming
I mean, it's coming.
He dies before some other people.
It's absolutely coming.
Did you get a
his
house?
time is near.
Let's talk about your house situation.
Oh, dude, it's so fucked. No, we didn't get it. We didn't get it, and we didn't get another one since then. This is what we were down to scraps. So the area we live right now, Montclair, is that taxes are too high, right? But
right.
So here, let me take you back. We bid on this house, $400K over asking, and we finished in the middle of the pack of 15 offers.
Wow.
So this house sold for, I think, 1.4. Let that sink in.
Looks nice.
Second. It is.
I think it's on another. I can't see if you clicked on it.
I didn't. No, I just got away from it. So
then don't get rid of those hearts.
Yeah. So then this house came on someone. The sale fell through. Our realtor found out about it. We went to go look at it. I can't imagine a less exciting house. Like, it's a 90s McMansion. It's not even a McMansion. Dude, this is so fucking weird. This weird overhang that like blocks your view of all the. It's so weird. And I was like, sure.
Like a split level?
No, it's just a poorly designed house.
I like the loft. That's a nice bedroom.
The bedroom's nice. Yeah.
Toilet. The toilet just in the middle of the room. Oh, nice. You got the jacuzzi tub.
Fucking bizarre. Like, let's put the John right underneath. Hey, boss, I just finished putting the John right underneath the window. You want me to go ahead and split up the sinks on either side of the door?
I prefer that.
I guess.
Give me some space in the sinks.
This was a rental.
Yeah.
For years, and it was like rode hard and put away wet. This is the office. There's no windows. It's just a weird little house. So anyway, we put an offer on it. And our realtor was like, look, if you go 115, it's yours. So we put in 115, and then we wake up the next morning and she's like, yeah, they went up to 2. What do you want to do? Or 1-2. And I was like, fuck this. I'm done. I'm not buying a house at auction anymore. I'm just like, I'm tired of it. An auction would be more honest. Right.
Yeah. Right.
So now I'm looking at this one. Might as well just go for it.
Right? That looks like a nice place.
You think?
It's only got one pool.
I know. That's my only reservation. It's like one pool. And you got the fountain, right? But
yeah, I mean, what's the centerpiece of the fountain? Is it Roman or is it
that's the thing.
Ancient?
So it's mixed styles.
Ancient Orient.
And like how much wine can you actually fit in here? Is it worth it? I don't know. In the theater, like I can only watch a movie with 6 people.
Yeah, and the stars are those astronomically accurate star maps?
Right, exactly.
Or do I have to use my imagination?
So hey, look at this. We got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $700.
What's wrong with it?
Yeah, right. Well, probably nothing. They're probably just sold in 2017 for $375. Taxes are only $10,000. That's great. Hey, what is wrong with it? Coming soon.
3 bedrooms.
Like it was just flipped. Oh, dude, we're down to the little blue house was 3 bedrooms too, and it went for $140.
Yeah,
that means nothing now. Small.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a tough place to put a Peloton.
Good looking yard.
One level living. You can live there forever. You don't have to worry about stairs.
This house looks like nothing says I've given up in life like this.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it either, but it's not worth $1 million.
I beg to differ. If that's what it sells for, that's what it's worth.
Yeah, but there's a difference between being. See, I disagree. Like, there's going to come a time where when there's not 15 offers on every house. You know?
Sure.
And when that happens,
at that point, it will be worth less. Maybe.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Worth less. I mean, do you think a house is going to sell for less than it sells for today?
Yeah.
Like a nice house.
I think that I think that like that 3-bedroom house that went for 1.4 would sell for 1.2 if interest rates come down to, I don't know, 4% and people start putting their homes for sale and there's more inventory. Yeah, it definitely will. Why wouldn't it? If you don't have to outbid someone.
Oh, dude, if interest rates go down, if we're using economics here, if interest rates go down,
let's use economics.
People have more ability to buy a house, and people will not only will you have all the people who like you who are still looking for their first house. If interest rates get close enough to where they were, you'll also then be bidding against everyone who was planning on never leaving that house because they had such a low interest rate. And now that's not a barrier anymore. The net will be way wider.
So there's more homes available for sale.
No,
there's more people also buying homes, you're saying. Therefore, the net result is the same situation of competitive bidding. I'm thinking there's more homes available, and I think spreading out the interest, like right now, there's like one house that comes up in each neighborhood every week, roundabout. If that turns into 10, I don't know if I can justify it with economics, but I don't think that's a bad thing for us.
Science, I can't really like explain it using those methodologies, but what I can tell you it feels like is that when interest rates go to 0, I will finally be able to afford a house.
What if I told you
to buy a house?
What if I told you that I had an opportunity to work for a company that manufactures and sells drones, cameras, cameras that connect to 5G and are solar powered, and drones and software that are utilized by law enforcement to solve crimes. And what if I told you that the cities where this technology is being used have a 100% clearance rate?
What's that mean?
Means that
Clearance
they
rate.
are solving all of their crimes.
Or so they say.
So they claim.
Yeah. Is that a reality for you?
It's a reality for me. The guy who was the head of sales at Miro is now at this company called Flock Safety. And they just raised, check my notebook, $275 million Series C at a $7.5 billion valuation, growing 70% year over year. 70, that's 70. And they just built a huge drone manufacturing facility in Georgia. Gunshot detection, license plate reader, data integration tool. We can detect every gunshot in any city where our tech is used. We turn detectives into superhumans. So now imagine your guy, Josh, popping into the squad room and saying,
Yeah, right.
"Hey, fellas," that would be my job. I'm serious. Like selling to like
Look who
government.
brought donuts.
Yeah.
Hey, look at all these donuts.
Do you think that's a good fit for me?
Yeah. Dude,
Selling
it doesn't
to
matter.
elected
You can sell
officials.
anything to anybody. Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah,
on
but
that.
like there's risk involved, right? It's a new thing.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know how
of course.
governments buy, or I don't know how police departments buy.
I think they pay wildly overpriced, prices that there's like I'm sure it's bid, right? But who's your competition? And it's all, dude, if you're going to, it's fucking corruption, right? Like you will win business by whining and dining the decision makers. That's just how
It's kind of what I'm thinking. You know,
you're good at that.
I feel like I've got the right blend of, I'm not the guy showing up with the $200 haircut and the tight suit.
No,
Just gritty enough, but polished enough.
You've got the like law enforcement supporter look.
That's right.
Like you look like you have a blue line, the blue line American flag on the back of your whatever vehicle it is.
I'm glad we're on the same page here.
So
they're offering an extra 80 grand a year on top of what I make now.
Right.
So
and
that's also
it's
pretty
local.
My territory would be New Jersey, Pennsylvania.
Sweet.
Yeah. That is
so what do you got to do?
So I'm talking to the guy at 8:30. So the guy who was the head of sales at Miro is now there. He reached out to me and was like, "Hey man, I think you're my guy for this." And I was like, "Jim, how many people have you called before me that said no? Because I don't remember being at the top of your list when I was at Miro."
Right.
But he's a former pro hockey player. He's a cool guy. And I think that so there's been a couple of these. So the guy who hired me at Navan is now the CRO at a company called Synthesia.
Oh, I know that company.
Yeah, AI.
The music.
No.
Oh, no, maybe not. Okay.
So this is like you can write a script, right? And then it will create an avatar of you and you use it to create video. So it'll look just like me. It's a really cool product. These AI companies, there's a lot of them right now, and I don't know how many are going to be there in 10 years. But the guy who hired me at Navan is now the CRO. No, that's not it. But it's the same name.
Not the fun way to learn how to play piano.
Nope, it's not.
Okay. Let's make it short.
So I'm going to dinner with him next week because he's now the CRO at Synthesia. And he just hired Todd Lemon, who is a name you've probably heard me say before. I worked with him at Confluence. So Todd would be my boss, which would be a win. So I find myself all of a sudden with a couple of opportunities. knocking on
for
the
you.
door, but maybe. I kind of feel like I've got unfinished business where I'm at, and like changing jobs, dude, as you know, it's not ideal.
Start over. Zero equity.
Yeah, it's
You got to
zero
just build it up.
equity, no political capital, no,
Right.
and you got to learn
That's
something
what I
new.
meant.
It's like I've done it a lot. I've changed jobs quite a bit, which is how you get ahead in my line of work, but it's still exhausting, you know. And as I get older, it gets a little harder to shift gear to context switch like that. And like, been at Navan for 2 years now, and I feel like between year 2 and 3 is where you really start making money. So tough decisions ahead.
It's good decisions though, right?
So this company, Flock Safety, I kind of dicked around. I had the call with the guy who reached out to me. I talked to the hiring manager, but I had travel the last few weeks, so like I put off the next steps, put off the interview. And the recruiter reached out to me and she was like, "Hey, everyone really likes you. There's a couple people ahead of you late stage. They're going to see how they do before we schedule next steps with you." So I was like, "Okay." So I sent this guy, the hiring manager, a text yesterday, and I was like, "Hey, man, totally cool waiting for next steps, but like I'm the guy for this job. So before you make a decision, like just know that
You sleep with that at
I'm
night. You
I'm the
sleep that
person
up.
that you should hire." And he liked it, and that's why we're talking in 15 minutes. He
Good
was like,
man.
"Love the confidence, love
That's
that betting on yourself."
it. That's so great. That's good, man. Look, hopefully one of these things you'll know. You've done it enough,
Yeah.
like you said.
I'm
You'll know
I'm a
whether
big
it's
believer. I'm actually a huge believer in that. If someone says, I'm a big believer in direct statements. If someone says to you in an interview, I I will absolutely kill it in this job, 99 times out of 100 they will.
Yeah.
Think about
Right.
it. It's rare. People don't,
I know.
you know what I mean? It's weird because you would
Mhm.
think that's the first thing a bullshitter would say, but they don't.
I will say it's not. Yeah, timing's important as well, right? Like you don't want to. That's not your opening statement.
No,
in an
it's not your
interview.
opening game.
But at the end, after you've already like explained that why, like wrapping it all up in just a one sentence, you're not going to find someone who can do this better than me.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I like to say is
I know what you're looking for. You've explained it to me.
I've said it a couple times, and to the person I would be reporting to is also the hiring manager, right? I say like, look, I've made a career on making people who give me opportunities look really good.
Ooh. I'm gonna write that one down.
Yeah. Or not look really good, but like proving them right. Or there's a way you can say it.
No,
I think I did
think
say
the way
look
you
really
said it was
good.
great. I like the way you said it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one that's the last conversation you have. But that is a great closing statement.
Yeah, man. You got one deal under your belt, and now you're spitting all this fire.
I
Did you
get the
thrill of the
feeling.
sale? Did you
Oh
like
yeah.
it?
Well,
Yeah.
let's put it this way.
You were burned out, but
It was tough. It was just tough to get it there because again, I'm doing all these other things and I just can't get into it. I'll tell you offline, but I can't tell you here.
I understand.
It was invigorating to get it done. Right. It's like, shit, dude, now I know I can do this and I don't need any help.
That's right.
So now I'm going to go in there on Monday. I didn't even tell my boss the deal closed. I was just like, the wire will go out and then you won't hear from me until Monday. I'm putting on my out of office. I never even told him it was done because I don't care. And now when I go in there Monday, like, listen, I told you before we left, like, I'd like to get this done. I hope you had thought about it over the week. Like, I'm going to start asking for things. I'm going to start working from home more often. I'm going to start doing things that are comfortable for me.
Yeah.
And so like that part of it, the ego just like one deal, and I'm now
Yeah, dude, but it's
34%
isn't it
to goal.
amazing, like, how it changes your confidence? So the performance coach I work with always says to me, like, if I'm wrestling with a decision, she says, "What does the guy who's already at 200% of his quota, what would he do in this situation?" Right? Because, like, the accessing that is it's so powerful, and it changes everything, especially the way that you go out and hunt for new business, right? You
Yes.
carry that confidence and people can hear it. They can feel it. They feel they trust you because you seem in control of what you're doing.
And you don't,
Huge.
there is a big difference between people who, um, it in sales, and again, it's only been 6 months, but I can tell the difference between someone who is not good at sales or relationship management, presenting a deal for approval, versus someone who knows that they're great at it. And if this one doesn't work for whatever reason, there will be a 5 more
Right.
behind it, because they want to work with you, not
Right.
you are begging them to work with you, right?
They don't they want they want to bring value, not hit their quota. And that's why you never really know until someone's carried a quota. Like, if the quota changes the way that you act, it's really, really
Yeah.
hard to make it in this world, because that's like people can smell that. I have a little note that I keep right in front of me that says, "When you chase a dog, it runs away." It's like the only note I have on my computer, and that's the energy I try to avoid.
To
I can't
totally agree. I could
can't chase
give
it.
a fuck. They gave me
Yeah.
my scorecard. I was like, cool, thanks. It's like, first of all, I told you what I
What
want my bonus to be at the end of the year. And I'm
what's the
confident
scorecard?
that by the time that conversation happens, you will feel like that is the starting point for the number that I'm going to get, regardless of
Ooh,
what this says. And I didn't say that, but
dude,
that's how I
you are
feel.
bristling with confidence. I love it.
I don't, I, and it, but you're right. Like, I don't care what the quota says. It's not going to make me try harder. I'm
That's
going to
right.
continue to do this. And
That's right.
so,
It's an
dude,
abundance mindset.
there are people that I work with now who are so afraid of their clients. Like, they need the people are, senior management approval meetings are like, so do we have this? Do we get financials for this? And he's like, I call him and he just doesn't like to talk. I see him at the country club and he just doesn't want to talk business, and he shoves me off. So I don't think we're going to get him. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Tell
Yeah.
the guy to fucking give you what you need so you don't look like an asshole and embarrass yourself. Like, stop being afraid of your borrowers. And I don't have that. I could care less.
It's the fear of failure. You're right. It's the fear of, what if someone tells me no? What if it's not received well? What if they don't like me? What if they don't see value?
I don't like getting into
Uh,
arguments, or I don't like having difficult conversations. Dude, shut up.
I saw something the other day that said, it was a tweet, and it said, smart plus no ball. I'm sorry, dumb plus balls equals successful. Smart plus balls equals super successful. Smart plus no balls equals failure.
Yeah.
It's true. You can be dumb and have huge stones and get ahead. If you're smart and you have that ability. So, this
Yeah.
guy? My buddy Max just started working for him.
Yeah, I think I've seen some Chamath.
Yeah,
I assume he's
All
someone
In
I should know.
podcast. He's a part owner of the
No, I
Warriors.
don't know.
He's a billionaire, early investor in Facebook.
Okay.
A bunch of REITs. He's on TV a lot and stuff. He's a celebrity, basically a business celebrity. So Max is now working for him directly at a startup. He's the first sales guy and only sales guy at the company. He left Amazon, took this big risk, got equity in the company. He's excited. And he's going over to this guy's house for dinner, and like Mr. Beast rolled through and Kevin Hart. So it's like a whole new world. And he
Mr.
said he was
Bean?
Mr. Bean,
Anyway.
yeah, Rowan Atkinson. So he said that he was doing his first, 60, 90-day review. And Chamath was saying to him that he's got to work on his CEO selling presence, like his presence in the room with CEOs of big companies. And Max was like, yep, I'm working on it. Like, I get what you mean. It's something I'm developing. And Chamath was like, no, just change. Just change.
Now.
And Max was like, I can't do that, you sociopath.
Yeah, dude,
Like,
I would never want.
I can't just change who I am on a dime, but these guys can.
So is Max finding it to be a challenging
He's loving
environment?
it, but it's I mean, I think it's challenging for him in a good way. Max is the kind of guy who would have like CEO trading cards. Like he loves this shit. He loves the business world and he loves guys like this. So it's really he's with his people now. But
Okay, good.
it is interesting to hear the coaching and like the you don't get to $1 billion if you're a normal person. You just don't.
You're also not a good manager at that point either.
Definitely not.
Right.
No.
You have the vision and you work really hard, but you are a terrible manager.
Yeah.
You just assume that everyone else can do exactly what you can do.
That's right. Just change. Just do what I'm saying. Do it. Wear another man's skin if you have to. Just change.
You should write the other Synthesia to see if they're hiring. A fun way to learn how to play the piano. They're having a sale now. It's only $29 for whatever that is. I guess the game.
I want you to check out the one I'm talking about and tell me if you think it's compelling. They're mainly selling to like learning and development and like business operations for internal stuff. So really large companies.
It's not the AI video generator. Is that it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Here, let me show you. You'll get a kick out of this. I think it's really cool. I just don't know. So basically they're trying to sell up market now, right? Like they've got a bunch of users and they're trying to sell it to big businesses and they don't really have trained salespeople right now. They have everything's inbound. So like right now at Navan, I only eat what I kill. There's nothing coming in over the transom. There's no warm leads. There's no marketing department. All what I make of it. And that can be tough because, it can be tough for obvious reasons. These people are swimming in inbound leads so much so that everyone's hitting their number purely by the fact that there's inbound demand. Check this out.
You'd be the enterprise. You'd sell the enterprise.
Yeah, they call it strategic, but yeah. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Can you see it still?
Yeah.
Hey, LinkedIn friends. Don't believe your eyes and ears. This isn't really Todd. This is just Todd's avatar. I'm going to be stepping in so Todd can focus on helping his team build pipeline and close deals. He and the team are busy.
It's so creepy.
Crushing quotas. So I'm going to take some of this type of work off his plate.
Exactly.
Todd is excited to share that he has recently joined the leadership team at Synthesia, the platform
that's the guy you know.
What you're seeing and hearing was not recorded by me, but generated using AI. I haven't even officially started yet, so I've had no training, no access to marketing materials, and I purchased the most basic package Synthesia offers, and I was still able to whip this up in very little time. I sent ChatGPT to research the company and its value proposition.
All right.
Copy and pasted that.
What do you think?
Why don't you create a script to then present to this guy in 5 minutes? You should have signed up for the free version and
different company.
Oh, right.
I'm going
next
to dinner
time
with
you
them
do
next week. Yeah. But like,
you should be like, this is Josh's avatar at dinner. Josh is working on his pipeline.
So he said after he officially joined, he went to the studio to get like a real avatar of him made. And he said it was like stepping into a spaceship with all these cameras. Yeah. Do you see value in that? You personally, for business? Let's say you're the CEO of a company. Tell me why.
I just can't envision it, but I'm sure it's there. I just can't.
You're already making videos. You're already making internal content for company all hands, for training, for award winnings, for maybe you make a video for new employees. Like at AWS, that they used to send out like the quarter every quarter, and it was a video. The dime every 10. I don't know. They would make a lot of videos internally, and there's like a studio in the office that they used to produce it. So what took them hours, and they needed to reserve time and have cameramen and all that, can now be done in AI.
Yeah, but like if I'm consuming that and I know it's AI, like that's
Right.
fucking annoying.
That's what I said. So Allison, was like, she's like the guy she supports at Amazon. She's like, he would love this. He can use this to make a greeting for new employees. And I was like, yeah, but
That's so
does it hit
impersonal.
the same way when people realize? But I guess they won't know it's AI because like that again looks and sounds exactly like Todd. I would not have
The,
ever guessed that was AI.
the mouth doesn't work perfectly,
But
but I
again,
think
that's
that
the free
technology will
version.
change.
That's the free
Okay.
version. Like I'm assuming that the paid, it's $10,000 per license, that it does a good job. And I think the special sauce is like the editing tools that it comes with, the software suite. I'm playing devil's avocado right now because I'm also having trouble with it.
I from a production standpoint, totally. But like it's if I knew
Let's
if I
assume
knew
that it
that
looks
what it
exactly
was,
like
I
let's
understand.
assume it's not visually discernible that it's AI.
I don't want to watch that shit anyway. So if it's AI or not doesn't really matter. But if I find out and they're not, if a company is using that to like create things and not disclosing that it's AI, and someone finds that out, that's a big problem
Tell me why.
because it's disingenuous. It's like
Uh,
when people you're like, oh, so the CEO didn't have time to sit down and film a
right.
15-minute State of the Union, and so we had AI do it. How fucking little does he actually think of us that he can't take the time to? That'd be bad. I'd feel annoyed by that.
I would say that those videos already kind of smack as disingenuous when they're
Yeah, they're terrible. No
when
one
the
wants to hear them
person's
anyway.
live. So
And
you
then you're
add,
like, oh, so they're not even doing it. So why
but
are
at
we
least
doing
they
this?
took the
Why do I
time
have
to
to sit
do
through
it.
this?
Right.
Make time. It's 15 minutes
What
of fucking
about
work.
training materials? Right, companies that like Coca-Cola has training for all their people.
A training video means nothing, right? It's
Yeah, but
if that's
companies still make them.
I know. And it's how many more do they have to make? Again, I don't know. There is a difference
Yeah.
between you can have someone sitting in front of a webcam talking into a webcam and there be no movement. It's a shitty video, right? Like it's like a not fun. You can tell it's like a static viewing experience, or you can actually produce a good video and have camera movement and like real actors, and that will definitely be better than watching an AI. Like
Again,
congratulations.
assume that everything, the video will not look different or less quality. It would probably be higher quality, more camera.
I don't know how you film an avatar like full body making movements and walking around and stuff. Maybe that exists, but like multiple avatars. Okay,
that's what this is. Yeah, multiple avatars.
I need to
real
see
people
that.
interacting.
I need to see that.
But assuming that it exists, does that change your just believe for a second that it? Oh shit! I gotta go. I gotta jump on this call.
Yeah, do it.
I want to keep talking with you about this. All right.
All right.
See ya.
Next time. See ya.
All right. Later.
Good luck.